What's up guys, in today's video I'll be doing a comparison between Claude 2 and ChatGPT. I'll be converting YouTube videos into engaging blog posts, and I'll be comparing the output quality to see which one is better between Claude 2 and ChatGPT. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you want to do is grab the transcript from the YouTube video in which you're trying to convert into a blog post. Now I'm using a plugin. I forget exactly what the plugin is called, but I'll leave it in the description below this video. This plugin allows me to grab the transcript from any YouTube video. It's very easy to use. So I can just go ahead and grab that transcript and use that to convert this transcript into a blog post. So I'm using one of my older videos. Now let's go ahead and paste that content into Claude first. So we're going to paste in that transcript. Boom, as you can see, that transcript has been pasted into Claude. And we're also going to do the same thing on ChatGPT. The prompt that I'm using is to take this YouTube script provided, write an in-depth, comprehensive, and engaging blog post. Make sure to include every single question or information in the YouTube transcript and write at least 10 to 15 paragraphs on the topic. Always write in Markdown, include lists and tables and charts when applicable. And as you can see, Claude is doing its thing. So let's go ahead and run the same prompt on GPT-4. So I went ahead and ran the same prompt on GPT 3.5 first, using the default mode on ChatGPT. I pasted in a transcript and we're using the same prompt. And if we scroll down here, this is the article that we were able to get back from ChatGPT using the GPT 3.5 mode. So let's go ahead and compare it very quickly to see the output quality. So how to build backlinks in 2022, guest post link building, what is guest posting, benefits of guest posting, how to find guest posting, opportunities, how to pitch guest posting, writing your guest post, promoting your guest post, and a conclusion here. So overall, I think this was probably a little bit less than 1,000 words, or maybe around 1,000 words. Let's go ahead and see. So it's about 700 words. And let's take a look at the content that we're able to get back here from GPT 3.5. So this was about 600 words. So very comparable in terms of length. Let's go ahead and quickly take a look at the output. So we get the introduction. Welcome to our guide on how to build backlinks in 2022. The importance of guest posting. Identifying suitable websites for guest posting using Google search. Okay, I like that. Those links don't work, but that's okay. It's a nice little graph here. Utilizing Ahrefs, creating the perfect guest post pitch, creating high quality guest posts with Jarvis AI, and a conclusion. Overall, I would say that this is a pretty decent article, but it kind of just takes the information from the transcript. It doesn't really turn it into a blog post like how Claude did. And I don't really like how they have the transcripts, because essentially it's just following the same sort of direction of the YouTube transcript. You wanted to take that information and use it to write you its own unique article that you can use in conjunction with your video. You don't want to just take the transcript from that video. But GPT 3.5 did do a pretty good job, I must say, getting the key points from the article. I think it is much better formatted in comparison to Claude. Actually, I do think Claude has really good formatting. I think the only thing that I like from GPT 3.5 is actually this little table here. So honestly, in formatting, I would say it's pretty comparable. If I had to compare both of the outputs, I would say that they're pretty similar. They're kind of similar in terms of length, also in terms of the format of the articles and how they sort of tackle this topic based upon the YouTube script. So I don't think that there's much to really separate them. I think it's just a matter of preference. I do like Claude. I do like that they have a nice checklist. It makes things a lot easier to read. But I would say GPT 3.5 is more like a blog post because there's actual paragraphs. So I don't really think there's much to separate them. If you guys want to take a look at both of these, I'll leave a link in the description below this video. You can read it for yourselves and see which one you like better. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing on GPT-4 and see if we're able to get better results. So using the same prompt and the same transcript, this is the output that we got back from GPT-4. How to build quality backlinks through guest posting. Building backlinks remains an integral part of any digital marketing strategy. Understanding the essence of backlinks, the current state of guest posting, the right way to guest post, finding guest post opportunities, advanced techniques, crafting a winner pitch, and a conclusion. So this is GPT-4, and honestly, I was expecting something a little bit better. There have been news of GPT-4 getting a little bit worse in terms of its output, and I definitely do experience that from time to time. Sometimes it can be really good, and sometimes it can be really bad compared to how it used to be. So right now it's about 636 words. I don't really like how there's not a lot of lists. There should be a little bit more lists and tables and things of that nature, especially for this article using GPT-4, but it is much more of a blog post compared to I would say Claude, because we have more paragraphs here instead of just like bullet points. But again, overall, I don't think that there's much to really separate this article from the article that we got back from Claude. I've went ahead and read through it. I do think that you are able to get more content, like it is able to take the information from the transcript and turn it into a real blog post without kind of just following the information from the transcript verbatim. Again, so I definitely think it's a matter of preference in terms of your style of writing. Maybe you like to write in more bullet points for your articles, and you will like Claude 2 much better than ChatGPT. Or maybe you like to write more paragraphs, then you may prefer GPT-4. But it is amazing to see the strides and the improvements that Claude 2 has made in the short period of time. As we can see here, it's going head to head with ChatGPT, and in some instances, it actually gives us much better output compared to ChatGPT. So if you don't have GPT-4, then I definitely think Claude 2 will be a great alternative to GPT-4. As we see here, a lot of the things that we can do with GPT-4, we can also do that on Claude. So before I conclude the video, I just want to do a quick test on Originality AI to see how both Claude and ChatGPT stack up in terms of AI detection. For Claude, it was 49% original, so about 50-50 in terms of original and AI detected content. 0% plagiarized, which is really good, and readability is 64, which is also really high, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and run a test on GPT-4 to see how this stacks up. So again, we've pasted in GPT-4 here. Now let's go ahead and scan it. In terms of AI detection, it is 98% AI and only 2% original. Plagiarism 0%, and for readability it is 57.8, which is also pretty high. As I thought, the AI score is pretty high with GPT-4, but I really think that that's only because Originality.ai's algorithm, or whatever they use to detect AI, is focused on GPT 3.5 and GPT-4. I'm sure once they do a couple of updates, Claude will also be able to be easily detected by Originality. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope that you enjoyed that little comparison. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts, which ones you thought was better. And also let me know just generally which AI chatbots are you using a lot more. Are you using ChatGPT, or are you fully invested into Claude 2 and you're liking the outputs a lot better? If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Till next time, stay well.